golden opportunity that I had mentioned at the gate, this is it. Why? Because we call it buy, build, sell. You buy the property, the lot, we will get a builder to put up the house structure, and we, as project managers, we're gonna sell the property for you. And at the end of the whole deal, we'll maybe make 50% ROI in 2 years' time. And we'll all go to the bank laughing and happy. That's a jackpot already. It's a subdivision that has been foreclosed years ago. But take note, from raw land to finished property developed, maybe you're talking 2 to 3 years, plus a lot of other permits. But this subdivision has been foreclosed with development. It has roads, it has corriente. Most important, all the lots are subdivided. 500 lots, 40 square meters and 60 square meters, already all subdivided with individual titles. Tarlac is one of the nicest places to invest now. The new corridor of growth is Pampanga, Tarlac, all the way up to the northern area. This whole area in Barangay San Miguel and all the other 11 barangays of Hacienda Luisita have already been carved, all subdivided. Eventually, this whole place is going to become residential, industrial, commercial. And one of the most important things in Tarlac, we very well know, it's in the corridor of growth. All over from Metro Manila, all the way up to Baguio, maybe even farther, this is the new corridor for growth. A few kilometers away from this area, you will see that we already saw development. May Robinson's Mall na, may grocery, there are 2 nice hotels there. The whole industrial estate of Luisita Industrial Estate, and I heard it's really full already of factories and everything. So this is really a place that you can invest and you can really see appreciation coming along. And upon researching more, we found out that Ayala had actually been eyeing a property here, and they already submitted a request with the Philippine Competitive Commission to be able to acquire 290 hectares down. How far? 4 or 5 kilometers from this place. And we very well know that when Ayala touches a property, values turn into gold. It is one of my passions, inspecting properties, checking the bank list. So we go to every bank, get all their bank lists, tapos it's that high, and I go through all of them one by one, and we try to look for example, like I said, Tarlac. So I medyo look at the area only of Tarlac. So all the properties of Tarlac, we saw this property, fantastic. Whole subdivision for sale. First thing we did in this property was to be able to secure it. So, like I always said, people throw basura inside your property. So all the access roads, we closed it. And then we saw all that basura kalat. We cleaned it up. We cut the grass. We disposed of all the dirt grass. Then we started digging all the canals. Because these canals have been here for the last 15 years. Obviously, what you need when you have a real estate project, you talk about the arrival. Where people arrive in your project and they go, "Wow, ang ganda niyan." So, what you do is you always have to fix the entrance. So, we started putting up landscaping and kind of fix the guardhouse, although it's not yet 100% completed because we still have to put the doors and the windows. For this kind of golden opportunity, we're looking at 2 packages. Package 40, which is actually 240,000, and package 60, which is 360,000. This actually gives you a 40 square meter property and a 60 square meter property. Remember, if I turn over the title to you and you will now sell it to the end user, you're getting it from me at 240, you'll be selling it for 1.7, you're gonna get hit with the tax. So what we do is, we will hold your title in trust. We will give you a deed of assignment for the meantime until we're able to sell it. In this way, we all get to save on the sales transaction. If, let's say, for example, mahilig tayo ambag-ambaga, you can actually share with a friend to be able to invest 240 or 360. How do you do that? Maximum only of 2. You will both co-join in sharing in the investment, and we will put both names in your deed of assignment. But I advise, dapat kilala mo. Could you imagine if you have a joint venture partner with us and you now have a co-owner all the way from the other province and you don't know who it is? It's always good to know who you're co-venturing with and co-owning with. In our recent promotions, we have actually been approached by some Japanese and some Koreans who want to actually build the homes already, the structures. No? What we're doing now is we're trying to line up the houses. Because what's going to happen, dapat hindi bungi, dapat tuloy-tuloy ang bahay. Because some of the houses will become row houses structure, which if you look at it in the video, you're going to be able to see what kind of houses we are planning to build. Maybe we'll just try to improve the exterior by putting a balcony and, you know, some konting purlings outside. We've mentioned to you that we're looking around 50% ROI over 2 years, but it can be bigger, it can be greater. But you know, just to be safe, I'm telling you it's 50% ROI. What's our computation like? Watch the figures.
Take a sample of the package 40, which is actually giving you a 40 square meter lot with a selling price of 240,000 pesos. The package 40, the lot owner will have a 40 square meters lot area, which will be equal to 240,000 pesos. The builder will put up a residence house around 32 square meters floor area, which will cost around 720,000. So the total house and lot cost equals 960,000 pesos, giving the lot owner a 33% share and the builder a 67% joint venture share. The package 40 we are planning to sell at 1,750,000 pesos. Deducting now the cost of the house and lot, which is 960,000 pesos, the profit share will be around 790,000 for both builder and lot owner. Since the builder owns 67% of the joint venture, so he's going to end up with 529,300 profit, and the lot owner owning 33% will have a profit of 260,000 pesos. 20/80 profit sharing with the project manager. So that's around 20% to be around 52,140 for the project manager and 80% for the lot owner. That's your profit share, and imagine you're going to have an ROI of 86.9% for 2 years. That's a very good deal.
So we showed this property on the Facebook. One guy came running to our office, he began knocking and he said, I want to buy one of the lots. I said, why are you more excited than me? And then I got to realize what he started telling me. The government offices are going to be moving to the new Clark City, which incidentally is not in Clark, Pampanga. It is the new Clark City in Capas, Tarlac, which is maybe a few kilometers away from here, especially if you pass the SCTEX. Because recently, last November 13, Ayala announced already the launching of the project. In other words, they've acquired the 290 hectares. They've gotten permission from the government to start developing the 290 hectares. And watch, listen, they have allocated 8 billion pesos for this small township of 290 hectares. They're going to have schools. I heard Don Bosco's the one coming in. They're going to put up offices, residential area, shops, and whole open areas. Now, you know, like I said, golden opportunity. Our neighbor, Ayala Land. For my kababayans abroad, mga overseas Filipino workers, you know that I go abroad. I've been to Dubai, Qatar, in Doha, we've been to Singapore, we've been to Europe, US. We've been talking about foreclosures, how to save money, and all of these other things about real estate investments. You know? This is a very good opportunity. Now, are you gonna say, ay, OFW ko, malayo ko, paano ko makapag-invest? Most of my investors, most of my co-owners in all of my projects have been overseas Filipino workers, and they'll be very happy. We have a way that we can do it. You just have to ask us how to do it. Yes, we now accept tripping because we have already finished with the development of the whole subdivision. Titles are ready, so we only have one payment term, that is spot cash. Now, is it mabigat? No, you're only talking 240,000 pesos and 360,000 pesos, which is an ideal amount to be able to invest, especially if it's your first investment. Join us. Don't wait, because remember, the more you wait, the more the opportunity is gone. So you can come tripping anytime. Just call this number below. Join El Subastahero. Buy, build, sell. Now remember, as an ending tip, waiting in real estate is losing.